Today's topic is one of our favorites, solar storms. Basically, storms, typhoons, hurricanes of different names on earth we have heard, and they are dangerous. We know the destructive power of storms on earth, right? They are a part of our weather cycle. Similarly, we are going to talk today on solar storms. Solar storms means storms on the sun. Storms on the sun directly affect the space weather, and hence they will affect the weather in the whole solar system. They will affect our GPS system, our satellite communication, and everything that is advanced and controlled by electronics is disturbed because of the solar storms. Now, what is this solar storm? It is a magnetic storm on the sun. Basically, pole reversal of the sun means North Pole becomes South Pole, South Pole becomes North Pole. This takes place every 11 years on the sun. Every 11 years. And as a thumb rule, you can remember or recall the easiest multiplication table of 11. That is 11 ones are 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99. Table of 11. 11 tens are 110. So, for every century in this table of 11, solar storm will occur. Now it is 2022. So, solar storms cycle, when will they start? As a thumb rule, means already 400 years solar cycle study is available on Google, Wikipedia, YouTube, and you can study. It's not easy, and I will try to simplify. So roughly in this current century, it's 21st century, which is we are running on. So in 2011, one cycle occurred. Then in 2022, which is on now, another cycle will occur. Next will be in 2033, then 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99. Okay, table of 11. And it is plus minus 1 year. I have studied or observed 400 years of cycle, solar storm. So, roughly it starts with 11 in any given century, right? So now in 2022, this solar cycle of current year is supposed to have started. Solar observatories, solar labs, solar telescopes are watching the sun, observing the sun, and the cycle usually starts. As a thumb rule, we will speak of general things and we will not speak of exceptional things which are more difficult to understand in connection with solar storms. But I will tell you, I will try to explain. Cycle always starts slowly. Cycle always starts slowly, and it is clear that it slowly accelerates from first gear to second gear to third gear to fourth gear to fifth gear. Means slowly it will accelerate that cycle, slowly it will decelerate. So from minimum solar cycle, first minimum solar cycle to next minimum solar cycle, 11 years period is there. So this solar cycle will begin say in 2022, and always plus minus 1 year is applicable. Means it can start in 2021 also, it can start in 2023 also. Only after observing for 3, 6, 9 months or 12 months, we will be clear whether it has started or not. So in minimum activity, whenever it is minimum, general minimum, for pole reversal, the cycle will start slowly. A minimum means, a general definition is sunspots observed on the sun will be less than 100 in general. So this storm 11-year cycle will go to the peak in between, means around say after 5 years it will reach its peak. So 2025, roughly 2025, we can expect a major solar storm, right? Major solar storm means what? Sunspots are usually greater than 100. Observable sunspots are greater than 100. So this is in general minimum cycle, it is less than 100. In maximum cycle, it is greater than 100. Then there is a grand minimum and grand maximum, but it is a cycle within that cycle. So in grand minimum, maybe it will be, general minimum is less than 100, so grand minimum it may be less than say 50 or 25, right? And when the grand maximum is there, the cycle sunspots may be 150 or greater than 150 in grand maximum sunspots. It can be 200 also, and rarely it crosses 200. But this usual cycle of general minimum to general minimum is 11. Grand minimum and grand maximum will take place very rarely, say once in 100 years or once in 50 years, but it is rare. But this grand minimum and grand maximum cycles are rare and not easily predictable even today. So this minimum and maximum cycle, as I said, now 22 is on, so plus minus 1 year, whether it has started or not, scientists will make some declarations. Some say it has started in 2019, some say it is yet to start, some says it has started. So technical definitions vary, but thumb rule which I have observed for last 400 years is roughly as it is 2022 plus minus 1 year, this current minimum cycle will be on. It is already on astrologically, and this solar storms means there is pole reversal. North pole becomes south pole and south pole becomes north pole, because sun is a hydrogen bomb which generates energy by thermonuclear fusion. It is a nuclear reactor based on nuclear fusion. So hydrogen and hydrogen fuse to form helium and generate energy, which is our heat and light, right? So why it is important for us? In my eclipse, effects of eclipse on earth and in general human beings, because if earth is affected, human beings and everything on earth will be affected. So my observation, even for eclipses, because eclipses are rare events and all eclipses cannot be seen from everywhere on earth. Eclipses are visible in specific areas depending upon latitude and longitude. But solar storms are not dependent on that. Sunspots are technically cooler areas of the sun where magnetic storm is on, and definitely these magnetic storms, when the storm reaches its maximum, which it will reach in say approximately 2025, because if 2022 the cycle will start, and if we take 5 years plus 5 years mid, so 27, so 25, 26, 27. So we can assume that roughly 2022 if this cycle has started, and if we take plus 5 years as the mid, so 2027 plus minus 1 year, this solar cycle will reach its peak. Technically it is considered as the 25th solar cycle, because we are observing from 1755, and many scientists believe this 24th cycle was a minimum, maybe a grand minimum, and they assume that maybe this 25th cycle will also be equal to 24th cycle, previous cycle, which have begun in say around 2011, because it is 2022 now. So previous cycle must have begun in 2011 plus minus 1 year. So 24 cycle scientists are assuming will be equal to 24 will be equal to 25th cycle, which is on now. What I have seen or observed, and there is evidence. Without evidence I don't speak. You can search Google, Wikipedia, YouTube and research yourself. Whenever eclipse takes place and wherever eclipse is visible, usually something important happens wherever this eclipse is visible. It may be extremely good or extremely bad. History and geography of that area will change. So whenever these natural transitions of solstice, equinoxes, eclipses and solar storm, minimum to minimum period is 11, and even maximum solar storm to maximum solar storm period is also 11 years, right? So it will peak in 2022, it has started, so 11 divided by 2 is 5.5, right? So 22 plus 5 is 27. So 26, 27, 28, this solar storm will peak. And if you have observed for the last 400 years, we can clearly see that whenever this major solar storm, grand maximum solar storm or general maximum solar storm coincides with eclipses on earth, so wherever this eclipse is visible, it will amplify, in wherever country it is visible, it will amplify its current existing seasons, existing regions, existing politics. And this grand maximum, which directly coincides or is proportional to majority of sunspots, which may be 150 to 200 also observable sunspots. It usually is history in the making, as the solar storm coinciding with eclipses will change history and geography of the place where eclipses can be seen or are visible, and nearby areas, shadow areas of the eclipses, adjacent countries. Pole reversal, this is also a small topic but very interesting. And this solar storm again is effect of the solar storm or solar radiation. If during major spots, if sunspots increase, the sun burns very heavily, it will send flares on the earth, which will affect the aurora on the south and the north poles also. It will affect our GPS system, our satellite system, our electronic system, because it directly affects our electrical power grid, and our grids can trip also. Long back it had tripped also. You can search in Google. Extreme solar flares can result in electrical grid failures on earth, and it causes tremendous losses economically, industrially. But these storms on the sun can trigger extreme climatic changes and extreme changes on earth also. Seasons are amplified. Now currently all this is directly proportional to the Milankovitch cycle. What is Milankovitch cycle? You have to Google, because that topic is very heavy, very complicated. I will try to explain in some other video. But it consists of three parts: precession of equinoxes, obliquity or axial tilt of the earth, and eccentricity of the earth. Right? But then this will become a physics class. I think you should, I had already said that in my videos I assume you basically know certain things. This is educational video, sort of education and entertainment, not a web series which will give you pure entertainment like sports entertainment or movie entertainment or television entertainment. Basically my gold standard is like Discovery Channel or National Geography Channel or documentaries of BBC. So it is educational, and I will try to make it entertaining and informative also, if possible. So Milankovitch cycle, so obliquity of earth is the axial tilt of earth. Our earth's minimum axial tilt is 21 degrees, maximum is 24 degrees, and this is for a billion years of observations. and calculations based on maths. Currently our axial tilt is 23.45, 23.45, and it is decreasing. So slowly it will become 23, then it will reduce to 22, then it will go to 21. Then from 21 again it will start increasing, 21, 22, 23, 24. So minimum to maximum around 21,000 years cycle. Then from 24, 23, 22, 21, maximum to minimum again 21,000 years cycle. This is approximate. So minimum to minimum is 42,000 years, right? See, means for 1 degree change it takes 7,000 years. So 21 to 22 to 23 to 24, it will take 21,000 years. 24 to 21, it will take 21,000 years. So from 21 and back to 21, it will take 42,000 years. And from 24 to 24, max to max, it will take 42,000 years. So as I said, the topic is complicated. But why I am telling this? Why it is connected with our solar storm? Because if the axial tilt of the earth is maximum, supposing if it is 24, so now assuming that we are 23 degrees, and if you want to know when it was 24 degrees or maximum, because now it is reducing, so for 1 degree it takes around 7,000 years. So that means 7,000 years back it was 24. So now it is 2022. So 2000 years we will subtract from 7, remaining 5,000. So 5000 BC approximately, plus minus 100 years, our Earth's axial tilt was 24 degrees. Thumb rule is, when axial tilt is maximum, say 24 degrees, climate is extreme, means summers will be hotter and winters will be cooler, right? And as usual, on North Pole and South Pole, climates are reverse. So when there is summer in North Pole, there is winter in South Pole, and there is winter in South Pole, there is summer in North Pole, right? So solstices and equinoxes. When axial tilt is minimum, so at that time, summers when axial tilt is minimum, say 21 degrees. So summers are cooler, and winters are warmer, right? So it is during this time ice sheets or ice ages will start, and formation of ice sheets will start on the earth. So obliquity of the earth or axial tilt, when it is maximum, summers are warmer, winters are cooler. When obliquity is minimum, that is 21 degrees, maximum is 24 degrees, minimum is 21 degrees. So when it is minimum, summers are cooler and winters are warmer. So when it is in between, which it is now, say around 23 degrees, around 23.45 degrees. So now we should have and are having average summers and average winters. Now because of our industrialization and ozone layer, we have affected carbon emissions, greenhouse effect, temperatures are increasing because of that, and they have nothing to do with the Milankovitch cycle or the sunstorm. We are responsible, right? Even on earth, wherever on any planet or any star, if there is a magnetic core, means iron core or iron ore, liquid molten iron core or iron ore. It behaves like a magnet. And if you have a liquid in a bottle, half filled bottle, and if you tilt the bottle, the liquid will move. And if that liquid is magnetic field will also move, right? So because of the tilt, the molten core of the earth will move to the left and to the right. When it is normal, it will be steady. So roughly, whenever maximum tilt is there, say 24 degrees, which was 7,000 years back, and minimum tilt, which is 21 degrees, now we have time, because now we are in 23 degrees. So for it to become 22, it will take 7,000 years, because 1 degree is 7,000 years. Then to become 21, it will take another 7,000 years. So 14,000 years from today, we will reach 21, which is the minimum tilt. So usually during minimum tilt, which will occur now after roughly 14,000 years from today, pole reversal of earth will also take place, or field reversal, magnetic field. Technically north pole becomes south pole and south pole becomes north pole. So this pole reversal, even gaseous giants like Jupiter and Saturn, Uranus, and even Neptune also. Neptune are basically ice planets. They are icy planets. Pluto is icy planet. But gaseous planet, especially Jupiter and Saturn, very big planets, they have magnetic flux or magnetic fields 1,000 to 2,000 times more or greater than the Earth. And even our Sun has an axial tilt of around 6 degrees. They say there is a ninth planet which is too far for our telescopes to observe, even current telescopes to observe. And mathematically, they say that this ninth planet is affecting the ecliptic plane of the solar system and giving us a virtual feel that the Sun is tilted 6 degrees, axial tilt, right? The purpose of this video is what? To understand that solar storms cycle is 11 years, multiples of 11 years, and in general minimum period starts with a multiplication table of 11. So now in 2022 it has started. It will reach a peak plus 5 years, that is 2027. Whenever this peak is reached, our satellites, GPS, everything will be affected. Even in previously this had happened, and in developed countries also, electrical grids had failed. This time problem is we are too much dependent on technology. Smartphones, smart planes, smart cars, everything is smart. Only human beings and especially politicians are behaving like idiots, and people who are destroying the environment, destroying the earth, abusing our mother earth, using our mother earth. So human beings, our equipments, our missiles have become guided, our smartphones are guided, our planes are guided. We have got the power to destroy our solar system 100 times in 100 seconds. So our devices have become smart and human beings have become stupid idiots. But that is another video. But what we have to understand here is this solar storm, scientists are observing, solar cycle they are observing, and some have declared that it has started, some are saying it will start, some believe that this 25th cycle is equal to 24th cycle. So it is sort of a general minimum, and they are about to come to a conclusion whether it is a grand minimum or whether it is a general minimum. So, in general minimum, less than 100 sunspots, grand minimum less than 50 or 25 sunspots, as already said. So, I am expecting, depending upon the calculations, scientific calculations, I am observing 400 years of solar cycle. This 2027, so roughly I am putting it in between, say 2022 to 2033, so 2027. So we have to be prepared as human beings, because if this coronal mass ejection takes place and it affects our GPS system, our satellite communication, we are now heavily dependent on technology, and it can lead to a technical catastrophe. And I think, yes, scientists are aware of all these things. For me, for example, say in 1944, there was a minimum cycle, 1944. And after that minimum cycle, in 1945, 2 atomic bombs were used in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So, it changed the history and geography of the world, right? And this Second World War, which ended in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, had its roots in 1920s First World War. So even that time, after 1920, 1922 came, which had again a cycle, solar cycle, plus minus 1 year, as I said. 1944, World War II was at its peak. 1945, it ended very dangerously and destructively. Now again this Russia and Ukraine matter is on. Now they are afraid that Russia will use chemical weapons, Russia will use atomic bombs or whatever. I don't think, see, Russia was a superpower, even today it is, and I don't think they will misbehave. No country will do that now, because we know the bad effects of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Any sensible person will not go for nuclear war or atomic war. But as 1922 and 1944, we have observed World War I and World War II. World War III, which was instigated by corona war, right? Biological war. Now in Ukraine, there is an intense conventional war. They are using vacuum bombs, which are more dangerous than atom bombs or atomic bombs. So let us hope and pray that, like in 1944 there was a minimum cycle, then 1945 they used atomic weapons. Now 2022 there is a minimum cycle, and in 2023 I hope they don't use anything which they are not supposed to use, and I am sure that good sense will prevail.